Like for the most part, everyone kind of knew that Beyonce would be probably performing at the third show for Jay-Z. The fact that she was at the first show, I was like, okay, it kind of makes sense that she like closes it out. And people were even saying that she was going to perform Drunk in Love, and that she did. My girl is tour ready. You guys, I hope you've been stacking. I hope you've been saving. My girl is tour ready.
Jay-Z's Yankee Stadium residency was expected to be huge, but what happened during the opening show went far beyond what most people imagined. The energy inside the stadium was unbelievable from the very beginning, and it quickly became clear that this was much more than a regular concert. It felt like the entire city had come together for one unforgettable celebration of hip-hop, music, and culture. Fans of every generation were sharing the same excitement, making the atmosphere feel like a once-in-a-lifetime gathering that people would be talking about for years. Even with all the anticipation leading up to the event, the biggest surprises were still waiting to unfold. Many people expected Beyonce to make headlines, but the night had even more unexpected moments that completely shifted the conversation. The crowd stayed on edge, wondering what could possibly happen next as the excitement continued to grow with every passing minute. Before Jay-Z even stepped up to the microphone, something incredible happened that sent the entire stadium into a frenzy. The roar from the audience was impossible to ignore, and the excitement only kept building from there. As the show continued, surprise appearances had fans reacting with non-stop cheers, while Blue Ivy once again won over the crowd with her confident presence and natural charm. Every new moment seemed bigger than the one before, making the opening night feel packed with unforgettable highlights. One detail that unexpectedly grabbed everyone's attention wasn't even part of the performance. It was Jay-Z's fresh haircut. Almost instantly, social media lit up with fans sharing theories and asking the same question. Could this new look be a sign that he's getting ready for a brand new music era? Whether that's true or not, the conversation exploded online, adding another layer of excitement to an opening night that already had everyone talking. Long before the first performance began, the area around Yankee Stadium was already buzzing with excitement. The streets near River Avenue had transformed into one massive celebration, with huge crowds gathering hours before the gates even opened. Everywhere people looked, fans were proudly wearing vintage Reasonable Doubt gear, classic Yankees fitted caps, stylish bomber jackets, and all kinds of fan-made merchandise. Food vendors lined the sidewalks, music filled the air from every direction, and the entire neighborhood was alive with energy that kept growing as more people arrived. The atmosphere felt much bigger than a typical concert crowd. It looked like an entire community had come together to celebrate one of New York's biggest music icons. Friends, families, and longtime supporters shared stories, sang along to favorite songs, and enjoyed the excitement together. Every corner seemed filled with smiling faces, cameras capturing memories, and conversations about what surprises the night might bring. What made the event stand out even more was the feeling that everyone knew they were part of something truly special. People weren't simply showing up to hear familiar hits, they wanted to experience a memorable moment alongside thousands of other fans. Some attendees reportedly traveled from cities like Chicago and many other places just to be there for opening night. That level of dedication showed how much excitement surrounded the event, with many believing it was the kind of performance that doesn't come around very often. Then the arena lights dimmed and the entire atmosphere shifted in an instant. Before Jay-Z even appeared on stage, the massive stadium screens began playing a cinematic black and white video that immediately grabbed everyone's attention. The clip showed Beyonce giving Jay-Z a fresh haircut while the two sat together inside Yankee Stadium, creating a quiet but powerful moment that had fans watching every second with complete focus. The visuals felt carefully planned and instantly sparked curiosity about what was coming next.
So, this album that we dropped 30 years ago not only changed our lives, made a generation of people that's from to see themselves. And I know it's a couple people in here for the vibes, but tonight we playing Reasonable Doubt.
As soon as the video reached its final moments, excitement spread through the crowd. The screens faded to black, the anticipation reached another level, and Jay-Z finally stepped onto the stage. Fans quickly noticed that his appearance was different from what they had become used to over the years. After spending a long time wearing longer hair, he returned with a clean, classic look that reminded many longtime supporters of the early days of his career. The change immediately set social media buzzing, with people sharing reactions and wondering if the new style was meant to mark a fresh chapter. The message seemed clear to many in the audience. It felt like a tribute to where the journey first began. That feeling became even stronger when Jay-Z launched into Can't Knock the Hustle, bringing the crowd to life from the very first notes. Choosing one of his earliest standout records gave the opening moments an extra sense of meaning and reminded everyone why that era continues to hold such a special place in hip-hop history. Everyone already knew that Mary J. Blige performed the original hook, so the anticipation inside Yankee Stadium kept building as that unforgettable moment drew closer. Thousands of fans were waiting to hear how the song would be presented, and then came a surprise that instantly changed the energy in the stadium. Beyonce stepped onto the stage, and the crowd erupted with excitement as her appearance caught many people completely off guard. Her arrival created one of the night's most talked about moments and added even more emotion to an already unforgettable performance.
Hey, Alicia Keys, y'all see my hair is up? Nas, I done lost my damn voice screaming in there like I have no sense. Are you kidding me? The first, you opened up the show with Beyonce? Are you, what made him do that? What was he thinking? He even said that was a strong start. Yes, it was. And I told everybody, 30th anniversary is a big thing. I was like, oh, Saturday. How is that Saturday going to be 30 years? He didn't do a promo for 26. He didn't want to give it a 10 out of 10, but I have to give it a 9.5 because of the net in my face.
The chemistry between Jay-Z and Beyonce looked completely natural, making every moment on stage feel effortless and genuine. As the performance continued, Beyonce raised the famous rock diamond hand sign toward the New York skyline, creating a powerful visual that had fans cheering even louder. Cameras throughout the stadium captured the moment, while countless people in the audience rushed to record it and share it online. Many viewers quickly described it as one of the standout images from the entire residency, and it didn't take long for clips of the performance to spread across social media. Even with all that excitement, the biggest crowd reaction was still waiting to happen. As the show moved forward, another surprise appearance later in the night quickly became one of the most talked about moments online, sending fans into another wave of excitement and keeping everyone guessing about what might happen next. When Nas stepped onto the stage, the reaction from the crowd reached another level. Anyone who has followed hip-hop over the years understood why that moment carries so much meaning. Two of New York's most respected music icons were sharing the same stage inside Yankee Stadium, creating a scene that many fans had hoped to witness for a long time. The surprise appearance immediately became one of the biggest talking points of the night, with cheers echoing throughout the stadium. As the two artists performed fan-favorite tracks like Success and NY State of Mind, the atmosphere felt bigger than a typical guest appearance. The performance came across as a celebration of hip-hop's lasting influence and the rich history that helped shape the genre. Every song brought another wave of excitement, with longtime supporters singing along, while newer fans enjoyed seeing two legendary performers share the spotlight together. It was a reminder of how powerful those classic records continue to be. Throughout the show, Jay-Z also took the audience on a journey through the music from Reasonable Doubt, revisiting many of the songs that introduced his style to the world. Between performances, he paused to thank the fans who had supported him since 1996, recognizing the loyalty that helped build his remarkable career. That heartfelt message added another memorable layer to an evening already filled with standout moments and genuine appreciation.
And then the sound at the end. But Papa, Sean, do you need me to come and sound check? That was really the only problem. He even said, it's a crazy echo because we're outdoors. We're in here like 30. What we doing, y'all? Going me want to organize the whole line. Hire me Yankee Stadium because that was insane. Anyway, I enjoyed the show. 10 out of 10. We roll. Even with the sound, the crazy live. We're going to run it back tomorrow.
One of the most meaningful moments of the entire evening came when Jay-Z took time to recognize the fans who had supported his music for decades. Reaching a milestone of nearly 30 years is something very few artists accomplish, and the appreciation shown during that moment felt genuine. Many people in the audience had been following his career since the very beginning, while others had discovered the music later and shared it with friends and family across different generations. That kind of connection highlighted the lasting impact his catalog has had over the years.
Moments like that are what define a true legacy. It wasn't only about hit songs or unforgettable performances. It was also about seeing how music can continue to bring people together across different ages. The atmosphere inside Yankee Stadium reflected that shared history, with longtime supporters and newer fans celebrating side by side throughout the night. Another standout moment came when Blue Ivy stepped into the spotlight. It feels like many fans remember seeing her as a young child at public events alongside her parents, and now she confidently appeared on one of the biggest stages in the country. During Feeling It, Blue Ivy joined her father on stage and took a place at the piano, earning loud cheers from the crowd. Her calm presence and confidence made the performance even more memorable, creating one of the evening's most heartfelt highlights. Jay-Z's expression said it all as Blue Ivy received one of the loudest ovations of the evening. The applause continued as fans celebrated the special moment, making it clear how much they appreciated seeing father and daughter share the stage together. It felt like much more than a performance. It was a memorable family moment that added another emotional highlight to an already unforgettable event. The genuine reactions from both the audience and the performers made the scene stand out as one of the biggest talking points from the show.
The amount of non-JC fans that were at that concert is so irritating to me, okay? I'm waking up, it's 5 in the morning, I've been watching videos for 1 hour, people talking about Beyonce was there, she was the queen. Oh, better. We left and he came out and performed more songs and we couldn't get back in. Like, what? Why are the headlines Beyonce was there? So, this is how I know that you're not a Jay-Z hip-hop fan.
The family presence remained a major part of the celebration throughout the concert. Along with appearances from Beyonce and Blue Ivy, Jay-Z welcomed several longtime collaborators and respected New York artists, including Memphis Bleek, Jaz-O, Cameron, Jim Jones, and Nas. Each guest brought a different piece of his musical journey to the stage, turning the event into a celebration of the friendships, partnerships, and creative connections that have helped shape his career over the years. Every appearance added another layer of excitement, keeping the crowd fully engaged from one surprise to the next. Rather than focusing on proving anything, the entire performance carried the feeling of appreciation and gratitude. Many fans viewed the concert as a heartfelt tribute to New York and to the people who had supported Jay-Z throughout his career. The music, the surprise appearances, and the shared moments all worked together to celebrate the city's influence on his journey and the lasting bond between the artist and his hometown. Another topic that quickly caught fans' attention was Jay-Z's updated hairstyle. Previously released behind-the-scenes footage shared by Beyonce for Sacred showed the process of combing out his long hair before the residency began. Since then, many people online have been discussing the new look, with fans sharing their own thoughts and wondering if it could signal a start of another exciting chapter in his career.
You probably went there because you like some crazy in love with Jay-Z. You weren't there for the Reasonable Doubt album, because if you were, then the first thing that should have came out your mouth was Jaz-O. He brought Jaz-O up, okay? He brought the guy that he got his name from. He brought the guy that taught him. He brought Jaz-O up, who he had. The B was there. They brought out the Queen. Shit.
In that project, Beyonce shared that many of Jay-Z's hairstyle choices have carried personal meaning over the years. She explained that some of those decisions reflected important moments in his life and family, including growing his hair during a period when he wanted to encourage Blue Ivy to feel confident embracing her natural curls. That story gave fans a deeper look at the personal side of a style that had become closely associated with him over time. Now that Jay-Z has returned to a classic Caesar fade, fans have been connecting a new look to the Reasonable Doubt anniversary celebration. Many longtime hip-hop followers have pointed out the similarities to his early career, saying the haircut brings back memories of the era when his journey was just beginning. The discussion has spread quickly across social media, with people comparing photos from different stages of his career and sharing their own theories about the change. Some fans have also wondered whether the fresh haircut could hint at another creative chapter in Jay-Z's career. At this point, that's only fan speculation, but it has certainly kept the online conversation going. As the celebration reached its final moments, Empire's State of Mind filled Yankee Stadium with Alicia Keys joining the performance. The powerful collaboration gave the evening a memorable finish and felt like the perfect tribute to New York and its incredible musical legacy. As the final notes rang out across Yankee Stadium, thousands of phone lights filled the air, creating an unforgettable scene that stretched from one end of the venue to the other. Fans stayed in the moment, singing every word as Jay-Z and Alicia Keys stood together at center stage. It was one of those rare performances where the energy from the crowd became just as memorable as the music itself. Even after the show ended, many people weren't in a hurry to leave. Groups gathered around the stadium, talking about their favorite moments and comparing the biggest surprises from the night. Some couldn't stop talking about the guest appearances, while others kept bringing up Blue Ivy's confident performance with Jay-Z's refreshed look. Every fan seemed to have a different highlight, which showed just how many memorable moments were packed into one evening. Another detail that caught plenty of attention was how carefully the entire show was put together. From the opening video to the order of the songs and the timing of each surprise guest, everything felt thoughtfully planned. Instead of relying on non-stop special effects, the concert focused on storytelling, memorable performances, and honoring the music that helped shape Jay-Z's career. That approach gave every appearance and every song a purpose, making each chapter of the night feel connected as the celebration continued to unfold. One thing that stood out from beginning to end was the balance between looking back and looking ahead. The set list gave longtime fans plenty of classic moments to enjoy, while the production added fresh touches that made familiar songs feel exciting all over again. Instead of rushing from one performance to the next, Jay-Z gave several tracks room to breathe, allowing the audience to fully appreciate the music and the memories connected to it.
It should have been Mary. I know she's doing her residency. Y'all dumbasses leave every show he says goodnight. Every show he comes back and does at least one song. He stayed doing encore, but every show is going to be different. So unless the fucking stadium lights go on and the band is off the stage, what do you think? He has this band there playing music so that you can walk out of the stadium? What? Some people don't deserve to go to Jay-Z concerts.
The visuals also played a huge role throughout the evening. Massive screens displayed cinematic images, close-up camera shots, and creative lighting that matched the mood of each performance. Every transition felt smooth, making the concert flow like one complete story instead of a collection of separate songs. That attention to detail helped keep the audience engaged from the opening moments all the way through the biggest surprise appearances. Another impressive part of the residency was the atmosphere inside the stadium itself. Fans from different generations stood shoulder to shoulder, singing along to songs released decades apart. Some people knew every lyric from the earliest albums, while others had discovered Jay-Z's music much later. Despite those different backgrounds, everyone shared the same excitement, creating an environment that felt welcoming, energetic, and full of appreciation for the artist's remarkable journey. The celebration still had more unforgettable moments waiting to unfold. As fans continued looking back at everything that happened during opening night, another theme kept standing out. The residency wasn't built around non-stop surprises alone. It also highlighted how much Jay-Z's career has evolved over the years. Every chapter of the show seemed to reflect a different stage of his journey, giving the audience a chance to revisit milestones that helped shape one of hip-hop's most recognizable careers. Longtime supporters noticed plenty of small details woven into the production, from visual callbacks to classic album eras to carefully selected songs that marked important moments. There were subtle references throughout the concert that rewarded fans who have followed his music for years. At the same time, newer listeners could still enjoy the performances without needing to know every piece of history, making the experience feel accessible to everyone inside the stadium. The pacing also kept people engaged because every major moment had time to sink in before the next one arrived. Instead of stacking surprise after surprise without a pause, the show mixed energetic performances with quieter moments of appreciation, allowing each highlight to have its own impact. That balance gave the residency a cinematic feel, almost like watching different chapters unfold, one after another, rather than simply moving through a playlist of songs. With more performances still ahead, plenty of fans were already wondering what other unexpected moments might be waiting during the rest of the residency. One detail that many fans appreciated was how naturally the different generations connected during the residency. People who had been listening to Jay-Z since the 1990s stood alongside younger fans who knew the music from a completely different era. Every time a familiar song began, the entire stadium joined in together, showing just how far those records have reached over the years. It created a rare moment where decades of music brought thousands of people together in one place. The production also found a strong balance between simplicity and scale. Instead of depending on constant visual effects, the show allowed the music, the live performances, and the guest appearances to remain the main focus. Each transition felt carefully timed, giving every artist their own moment while keeping the energy moving at a steady pace. That approach helped every performance leave its own impression without feeling rushed or overcrowded.
Act 3 is Among Us, I fear. She looked so good. The hair. I love when Beyonce do the curly hair. Yes, Sacred Down. Sacred Down. This Yankee top, these sparkly, bedazzled pants. Like even down to the fishnet, like the stockings. I live. And of course she'll be wearing the Jimmy Choo and Timberland collab, and there's only 8,000 pairs.
Fans also noticed that the residency never felt like a highlight reel made up of random moments. Every song selection, surprise appearance, and visual callback seemed connected to a bigger story, giving the audience a chance to look back on different stages of Jay-Z's career while enjoying the present at the same time. By the end of the show, many people walked away feeling they had experienced more than a concert. It felt like a carefully crafted tribute to the music, the city, and the artists who helped shape an unforgettable night. Looking beyond the opening show, many fans have already started comparing this residency to some of the biggest live events in Jay-Z's career. Yankee Stadium isn't just another venue, it represents New York in a way that few places can. Performing there added another layer of meaning, especially for an artist whose story has always been closely connected to the city. That setting made every song feel a little more personal, and the crowd responded to that connection from the first moment to the final performance. Another impressive aspect was how confident the entire production felt without trying to do too much. The biggest reactions didn't always come from elaborate stage effects. Instead, they came from familiar songs, unexpected guest appearances, and genuine interactions that couldn't be planned by special effects alone. Those moments gave the residency its own identity and helped separate it from a standard arena concert. With several performances still on the schedule, fans have naturally started wondering whether each night will have its own unique surprises or if certain moments will become signature traditions of the residency. Some are hoping to see different guest appearances, while others are simply excited to watch how the set list might evolve from one show to the next. That sense of curiosity has become part of the experience, giving every ticket holder a reason to wonder what could make their particular night feel completely different from the rest. Another topic fans have been paying close attention to is how much care went into the set list. Instead of focusing only on the biggest chart-topping hits, Jay-Z mixed in songs that longtime supporters immediately recognized. That choice gave the residency a different feel, rewarding people who have followed his music across different eras, while also introducing newer listeners to records that helped build his reputation. Every selection seemed to have a reason for being there, adding another layer to the night's overall story. The crowd's reactions also changed depending on the songs being performed. Some tracks had the entire stadium singing every lyric at full volume, while others created quieter moments where fans simply watched and took everything in. Those shifts in energy made the concert feel dynamic from beginning to end. Rather than maintaining the same pace all evening, the show moved naturally between high-energy performances and more reflective moments, keeping the audience fully engaged without feeling repetitive. Even small details added to the experience. The lighting, camera angles on the giant screens, and the way guest artists were introduced all helped create smooth transitions between different parts of the performance. Nothing felt rushed, and each appearance had enough time to leave an impression before the next chapter began.
That thoughtful pacing gave the residency its own distinct identity, making every segment feel connected while still offering something fresh for the audience to enjoy.
In the world. Of course you would have these. Of course. I mean, it's only right, right? He loves that man down, okay? Loves him down, Yankee down, New York. I live. My girl is tour ready. She looks so good. She looks so good.
One of the biggest reasons opening night left such a strong impression was the genuine connection between the performers and the audience. Every cheer, sing-along, and standing ovation added to the experience, making the stadium feel united from beginning to end. Rather than watching from a distance, fans became part of the event itself, bringing an extra level of excitement to every performance. That shared energy gave the residency a unique character that couldn't be recreated anywhere else. Another interesting detail was how every surprise seemed to fit naturally into the show's overall theme. None of the guest appearances felt random or included just for attention. Each artist represented a different chapter of Jay-Z's career, reminding the audience of the collaborations, friendships, and musical moments that helped shape his path over the years. Those appearances blended seamlessly with the set list, creating a performance that felt carefully organized instead of overloaded with unexpected moments. Many fans have also pointed out how the residency struck a balance between honoring the past and embracing the present. Classic songs received a fresh presentation through updated staging and live arrangements, giving familiar records a different feel without losing what made them special. That approach allowed longtime supporters to relive unforgettable memories while giving newer fans a chance to experience those songs in a way that felt exciting and current. With more performances scheduled, there was still plenty of room for new moments, different guests, and fresh additions that could make each show stand apart from the one before. Hearing thousands of fans sing every lyric together inside one of New York's most legendary venues created a moment that will be remembered for a long time. It was the kind of atmosphere that can't easily be matched, with every voice adding to a celebration of music, culture, and shared memories. Opening night felt like much more than a concert. It became a tribute to Jay-Z's remarkable career, highlighting the music, the family, the city, and the lasting influence he has built over the past 3 decades. Now it's time to hear from everyone watching. Which moment stood out the most? Was it Beyonce's surprise appearance, Nas joining Jay-Z on stage, Blue Ivy's confident performance at the piano, or Jay-Z's fresh Caesar fade that caught everyone by surprise? Share your thoughts in the comments below and let everyone know which part of the show was the biggest highlight. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with other music fans who don't want to miss the latest updates. There are still more moments to cover from the Yankee Stadium residency, so stay tuned for what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.